Slaven, hello.
Hi.
Can I start by asking you about Andy Carroll and
You
the
can.
incident that took place where he was held up by gunpoint? First of all, how is he?
He's good, yeah. I just spoke to him. Well, good. He's exciting about what happened. It's scary, but he's okay. Uh, what can I say about it? Victor?
Will the club, do you think, reassess player security as a result of what's happened?
Well, I don't know. I would treat it as one-off accident that happened to him. He was probably targeted. I don't think it was coincidence. The guy. It was like a chase for 15, 20 minutes. It wasn't like 10 seconds. So it was probably planned and all that. And he was very brave to do what he has done. And he came back to the training ground, of course, and then it stopped. But as I said, on one hand, I would treat it. I think it was one-off thing, but on the other hand, that was definitely planned, and he was targeted from that guy. But as I said, he's good. He's okay. He's not in shock, and he acted as a real brave man.
If he needed counselling, is there a player liaison officer who would provide that here at the club?
I mean, we can provide, but the club is not. I mean, the club is not ready for that. You don't have like a rule in a club. If that happened, we're going to provide you with that. We don't go that far or that deep. But whatever he needs, of course, or any other player, we can provide him with that counseling or service or whatever.
So he's here. Will he train today, for example? And how's he getting on? How far
Yeah,
away is he from being?
no. As I said, of course, we're all asking him the questions about that, and he's smiling. He's not in a state of. He's not scared. Of course, he's in a good environment now. He knows that it ain't going to happen now here. But as I said, he will continue to do his rehab, and he's progressing good now. He is back on the pitch, not with us, but he's running. And there were no negative reaction because he started running a couple of days ago, and if it continues like this, then I don't know, in 2 weeks' time we are expecting him to be on the pitch with us.
This weekend you got your first home game, of course, since the Chelsea match and the problems there. Do you feel that the extra segregation might help make the difference for the visit to Stoke?
Well, it may help, but that's the only thing that we can do. I mean, the club has done everything. Because you can't say that there weren't segregation in a game against Chelsea. There was like enough segregation, and the segregation was obvious. There was a gap between our fans and Chelsea fans, and now the club's gonna make even a bigger gap. And to be fair, that's all the club can do.
Have the players said anything to you about whether it affects them at all during the game? I mean, they must be aware, presumably, if they saw the trouble. I know it's right near the end. Does it affect the atmosphere or their performances?
No, to be fair, in that game, and I said it after the game, it was great atmosphere. I mean, don't get me wrong, what happened in the end, it was unacceptable and awful, to be fair, but during that game, the atmosphere was brilliant. We really felt them. Of course, it was night game, it was a derby, it was cup game and all the lights on and everything, but it was like we felt really great, and also because of that atmosphere, we played that good, and it helped us, of course, because we felt the fans behind us. So we couldn't ask for a better atmosphere.
From a footballing point of view, is your biggest concern at the moment, if you like, trying to convert the number of chances you're creating into goals?
Yes. We are not scoring many goals, and we are creating chances. But I would rather have us creating chances and miss them and wait for a moment that we're gonna convert them, than not to create them at all. So we are disappointed with the result, but because we were playing good recently, really, but we are on a good path, and we are there, and we're gonna score goals.
In recent seasons, Stoke have proved difficult opponents. In Joe Allen, they have a player in prime form. Is he perhaps the one that you have to be most wary of at the weekend?
Yeah, I mean, he's playing really good. He's scoring goals. He's creating goals. He scored few. He also scored for Wales against Austria, I think. Yeah, and then he scored few for Stoke, and he created few. He's a link between the midfield and the attack. He's very good in coming at the right moment in the right place. He's good in anticipating that moment and the ball as well. And of course, he's one of their main players, especially now that Arnautovic is out. He's suspended, and he is maybe their best player. Most dangerous one, and but there's Alan, there's Bonnie, who hit the ground now in the last game. Shaqiri, as I know, he's doubtful for that game. But Stoke, I mean, last year we played a couple of games against Stoke, couple of games, and at the home it was very difficult, tough game, as you're expecting when you play Stoke. Away, last game of the season, we lost. We were much better in the first half or first 60 minutes, but then they came back, scored a couple of goals, and they beat us. So of course we are expecting a really difficult game. They were in trouble, but from last 4 games they have 10 points, and yes, of course we're expecting a very difficult one. But as I said, we are playing good, and we are very positive.
In terms of your own team use, any injury issues to report?
No, it's just Winston Reid is he got a small injury, grade 1 against Everton, but he's suspended anyway because of yellow cards, and the rest, all the guys are ready and fit.